guys. Hey, guys. Welcome to another episode of Hello World with your girl Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. How is everyone doing today? I hope you're doing well. Yes, there we go. We got good light right now. First and foremost, let me go and share the stream out. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm just going to share the stream out while everybody, starts to come in a little by little, should you decide to. Let me tell you how my day is going so far. 1 second. Well, firstly, hey, we have a member. We have a member, and it's Swoop like me. How you doing? Hi, the Love Empire. Hey, Patricia. Oh my goodness, I'm buffering, y'all. Ooh, is it buffering on your end? Ooh, is it buffering on your end, y'all? Hold on. Let me close the app. Maybe that's why. Hi, in the lap of nature. How you doing? Welcome to Hello World. Good to see you. Is it buffering for you guys? Patricia, I have one quick question for you. No? Okay, so it's just on my end. Like, I looked at the YouTube on my end and it's just like flashing back and forth. I did. I have a question for you. Are you talking about the thing that you said before? Because you said hearts, and I was like, I don't have hearts. You're talking about the breaking of the chains, right? That's my question for you. Yes, you're buffering. Oh, Lord. I don't know what that's all about. Hold on. Let me make sure I don't have anything else in the background running. I'm so sorry, guys. Yes, you're buffering. I'm going to try to reset and be open. Because, on my end, it doesn't look like it's buffering at all. I don't know. Let me look at it from here on my cell phone and see what it looks like. The pink pair. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Hey, we have a member. We have a member. And it's Edward Small. How you doing? Okay, on my cell phone is not buffering. So it must be something with my computer. Whatever. But anyway, guys, so let me tell you how my day was so far. I woke up this morning and I took a class, which was so much fun. Hi, Beverly Black. How you doing? I shall be posting a video of the class that I took on Instagram a little later. And then what did I do? I have an object lesson for you. Yes, you did. Everything is perfect, Patricia. I just wanted to make sure I was going to be sending you the right thing. So I didn't do much after that, but I exercised today. I had a really good exercise. And then I just got back not too long ago. I took a shower and I was going to make something to eat, but I said, let me come on live because I know yesterday when I was on my Instagram live working, I told you guys that I was going to come on to have an object lesson. But, oh, thank you, Beverly, for becoming a member. I appreciate you. We have a member. who is very new, and it's Beverly Black. Yes, guys, make sure you check her channel out. She has some really cool recipes, some dump cakes, um, some family stuff, some plant stuff, some gardening things, just all around well-rounded channel. So definitely check her out. I watch videos from time to time, and I shout you out a lot, Beverly, especially with especially with the garden stuff. And I'm like, the stuff that grows in the backyard is like, what is that? And so you're able to answer that. So that's dope. And then I was gonna find something to eat, and then I said, no, let me come live now. So if you were watching my Instagram live yesterday, then you'll know where this is coming from. And I also want to talk about perseverance. Let's talk about that first. So today, guys, is my 700th episode of Hello World. Now, I sometimes beat myself up, and I stopped going live 7 days a week in December of 2020. I could have pushed through and just did it anyway, just because I wanted to hit that 1,000 mark. I would have hit 1,000 episodes by now. I wanted to hit that 1,000 mark. That was like a goal that I had. And I was just like, I don't know. And I was talking to a fellow YouTuber who, gave me really sound advice and was like, just kind of take a break for a little bit. You do so much. You post like 3 times a day, videos, and even some like content, even written content. So I'm like, yeah, that's true. But I knew myself. I knew that if I gave myself an opportunity to stop even for a moment, that I would just not want to do it. And so when I think about 700, I'm like, y'all, that's a lot. That's a lot. So for practically 3 years straight, you guys, if you were here or not, I was here just talking and trying to encourage and learning things myself, just sometimes by what is said in the chat or even things that I even said that fell out of my mouth. And when December came around, I honestly, I thought like I was becoming like there's nothing else to talk about. That's what I was starting to think. And I was thinking I was becoming boring. There weren't a lot of people coming in the chat. I was letting numbers bother me. And it's the same things that I always try to encourage people not to allow them to bother them. I somehow left that door open. I left that door open, and that discouragement hit me. So while I was trying to protect, I didn't protect me. So that discouragement came when I just saw the numbers dwindling down and in the chat. And then even if the chat had like a decent amount of people, which most of the times I don't know how many people there are, except for when I look at the clock. Like right now I'm at 8 minutes and there's 9 people here. But if I were to look up and saw only like 4 people here, then the results of that would show in the amount of views that I had. And I was like, man, everybody keeps saying, oh, this is such a great inspirational channel. But I'm like, then how come my views don't reflect that? And so I allowed that kind of discouragement to defeat me, in essence, on top of, it's one of those things where you don't feel appreciated. And let's just be honest. A lot of times in our lives, we sometimes feel that we're not appreciated. And even if you have a world of people around you saying that they appreciate you, sometimes you just don't believe it. So the reason why I say or talk about how this can tie into perseverance, look at how far I've come. Look at how far Be the Difference has come. Numbers may not always show the results of how many lives that have actually been touched. But through perseverance and not giving up and still showing up, I still stay connected and I still feel obligated in a good way to come out and try my best to encourage people. Because if that was a gift if that is one of the gifts that I was birthed with, then I would only be doing myself a disjustice by not operating in it. Because when you help others, you in turn help yourself. And, helping yourself could be like that inner smile that you feel when like, dang, somebody really, was encouraged. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at it, even now, even though I know I could have been further, even now, just still knowing that it's been 700 episodes, that's a lot. Hey, Eat to Live Strong. Hi. Hey, Anna T. How you doing? What's up, the vegan kitty? How you doing? Sorry, I'm trying to. Hey, Jane Doe. How you doing? Welcome to Hello World. So, whatever is in your life, whatever you may have put down for a temporary, because everything is temporal. Even the shell that we're in is temporal. But even if, and think about it this way, if it tricks you into thinking something good, think about you temporarily stop doing something. But with your perseverance, you can still pick it up. It may not be to the same intensity that you started off with, but at least there's momentum and there's movement. And guess what? When there's movement, there's no death. I like to use the example of a pond. And then I like to use the example of a river. So let's just say ponds. They have no movement. Water is stagnant and stale. And eventually it just evaporates, correct? It turns green and ugly and nothing can live in it. That's when you stop. But when you start persevering, you start moving. And even if there's a little movement, that little river can go. Because now the water, and i.e., all of the inspirations and the inspirational thoughts that you have start to flow and water all the other parts of your soul. And when that's all nourished, then you absolutely begin to operate in whatever gift God gave you or whoever you believe in. I know God. Hey, Josh, how you doing? Good to see you. See, I was just looking at the chat. That's how I get all messed up. So I just want to start off and tell you under perseverance, don't stop. Even if you pause, just come back and do whatever it is that you were doing. Man, maybe some people were like, some of you may have been into music. Maybe you were into dance. Maybe you were into jazz or ballet. Maybe you were into doing things on YouTube. Maybe you were into cooking. Maybe you were into shopping. I don't know. And then something came along the way and discouraged you and you put it down for a little bit. Remember, you can be a river or a pond. And nobody wants to be in a pond that has no movement and then eventually is sucked out. The life is just sucked all the way out. What good is a pond if there's no movement? Well, fish can't live in there. Things can't grow except for the bad stuff. And if we allow too many bad things to enter into our lives, into our thoughts, it's going to be hard to dig out of that. So that's why we also need each other. We also need to have at least a core people, maybe one or two people, a core group that will always be on both shoulders saying, you got this, you can do it. Don't give up. It's okay. You made a mistake. It's all right. We all need it. You know what? How important that human touch or talk is? I like to use this example when I used to volunteer at the homeless infant shelter. When an infant was brought in that was desperately abused, maybe not physically, but emotionally, you can tell the difference. They don't want to be touched. They don't want to be talked to. They don't want to have any type of bond because when they were growing, no one taught them. Hey, Ron! Oh, wait, hold on. We have a member. We have a member. And it's Ron Weasley. And Farms. Hey, Mr. Ron, how you doing? Hold on. I'm just typing in the chat right real quick. Okay. That's all I wanted to post was I just wanted to post my website in case you guys wanted to check it out. I always forget about doing that, but that's part of my business. I have to remember to do that. So let me pin that. Okay. So therefore, persevere, guys. Even when you fall, if you fall 20 times, get back up 25 times more. If you are drowning, ask for help. Somebody's going to reach their hand back to help you. As long as you ask. If you don't, then why would you blame somebody for losing it all, right? So anyway, oh, you're talking about yourself. Okay. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was yesterday when I was working at this event, which it was a paint and sip. Oh, I forgot to bring the painting in so you guys could see it, but I'm going to post a video. I don't know if I'm going to post it on YouTube or just Instagram or TikTok. So if you're not following me on all those other social media platforms, what was that? If you're not following me on any of those other social media platforms, then I'm sorry, y'all. Then consider doing so. Is BTD LLC, okay? Just go ahead over there and follow me there. Thank you, Ed. I appreciate you. So here's the other object lesson. So, like I said, I was at this event. It was okay. It went well. I did get to paint something, but I went to the store. And when I went to the store, I got a bag of chips. Right? Just a regular bag of chips. I'm trying to wean myself off eating so much. But as I was on my Instagram live and Miss Terrell was there, I opened said bag of chips. But I opened it the wrong way. Dun, 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 dun. Did I just violate a chip policy by opening a bag of chips upside down? Do any of you open your chips upside down? Please, I have to know, because this is the first time in my life where I opened a bag of chips upside down. And I said, we have to talk about this. Miss Terrell said it was all right, all the flavors right on top since you opened it upside down. I was like, but wait a second, that ain't right. Is there a right way to open up a bag of chips? And I mean, usually when you at the bottom, isn't this like harder? Don't they have it? Isn't there extra lining where it's like even more difficult to kind of open? But I opened it with ease, so I didn't think anything of it. Do y'all open your chips upside down? Did I just violate a chip law? Please don't take me to chip court. It was unintentional. So tell me. No, from the bottom. I just don't know. I'm still dumbfounded and baffled at how. And I mean, yes, all the flavor was there. All the flavor was all on here. But I was like, you get all the crumbs when you open it from the bottom. That's the one thing you do get is you get the crumbs. I like to get my whole chip. I like to have a whole chip. I'm like broken pieces. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird, but I just like to do things the way it's supposed to originally be done. Hey, Raymond. If I pop a chip bag, it usually opens from the bottom. So yeah, I eat it like that sometimes. Oh. I had never. Lord. I guess it's the first time for everything. And I said, is something gonna happen now that I opened it upside down? Like, you guys don't know. Like, I feel like some strange things happened. I love the crumbs. They should print the name sideways so you can open them either way. Oh, that's a good idea. Yes, I have. No, there's no wrong way to open a chip bag. A bag of chips is not against the law. Okay, good. New challenge then. What's a new challenge to open up a chips upside down? Ooh, I don't think people feel, well, you guys feel comfortable with doing that, but I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't think I could open up a bag of chips upside down ever again. I think I have tormented myself into doing it the right way. Every time I look at a bag of chips, I'm gonna have to pay attention and be like, is this the right side? Right side up only. So that was what I wanted to talk to y'all about, because I said, oh, this is crazy. Girl, you done changed up the whole plan. Hey Ken, I heard that if you shake the bag of chips, the big chips end up on top, then open the bag. I don't know. I've always opened it and the big stuff was always on top. I never had I've never heard of that, Ray. You're fine and original. It's just fine. Oh, thank you guys. Lastly, what I wanted to talk about was kindness and how we need to be kind to each other. And if one of us makes a mistake, if any of us make a mistake, be kind and gentle in how you treat people when people make mistakes. Lest the one day you make a mistake and people come down on you hard like you were on others. So let's just tread lightly with each other and be kind. And put yourself in their shoes. If I were the recipient of doing something wrong, how would I want somebody to treat me? Let's remember that. None of us are perfect. None of us ever will be. We all have to learn how to tolerate each other from wherever each other stands and whatever point of life that we meet each other at, because we meet each other at different points. All of us. When you guys first met me, majority of you, well, Anna would know. When Anna first met me, I probably was very shy and very, withdrawn and very not so vocal. But I'm not the same person that I was 3 years ago. And if Anna just said, oh, that's who Joy is and she's just quiet. I'm just using her as an example because I don't know what she's thinking or has ever thought. But if Anna ever, at that point in time when she met me, say, oh, well, she's just boring because she's not like, not what I think she ought to be or what I'm used to seeing, then it could have been just like that. She could have said, Joy, you're boring. And, if you're trying to give inspiration, you got to pump up the crowd. She could have been like that to me. But you allowed me to grow into the space that I am in and the person that I've become and the person that I am becoming, because every day I only want to try to get better and become a better version of myself, to become better so that I can be a better light for myself and for the light that gave me light and for others who receive light and are willing to receive light, even those who are in pure darkness and reject my light. Because not everybody cares about me. Not everybody's going to like me. Not everybody's going to love me. And that's something that we all have to get used to. And not everybody's going to respect me. Ooh, but woe is me if you ever outwardly tell me you don't respect me. Lord have mercy. All right. But anyway, I had no idea you were shy. I am from the pits of shyness. Yes. Hey, Zero, how you doing? Yep, I agree. Many people seem to be waiting to have a reason to lash out on each other. I don't understand that. How you want to lash out on somebody when you probably have done so many evil and mean things that if anybody says, but remember what you did yesterday or last night? Remember the example that you said a minute ago? All of a sudden it's like, oh no, but we're not talking about me right now. You know how people make that excuse? It's not about me right now. We talking about this. Yes, it's about you because we're all human. And the minute that we think that we're a little less more human than the next person is the minute that we think we're more godly. And when I say godly, I mean like, gods of the earth type of thing, where you think that you shine above and look down. All of us, are looked down by God, if that's who you believe in, because we're not infinite, we're not supreme. But if we work with each other, we can actually enjoy what little life we have. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect you. Swoop, there it is. What? Swoop, there it is. She lying. If someone tells me to my face that they don't respect me, then then respect the slap, right? That's like, but you know what? People don't even have to say anything. If they don't respect you, their actions speak way louder than their words, whatever. And those actions hurt a lot more than the possible word choices that they could use. Isn't that amazing? It is, isn't it? Every single fiber of our being can affect someone. Every single fiber. My facial expressions can affect somebody. My driving can affect somebody. Right? Let's just be honest. My good mood can affect somebody. My bad mood can affect somebody. My lashing out can affect somebody. My refraining can affect somebody. So anything that we do can affect somebody. But when we know that, we want to try our best to affect people in a positive way, right? Like we know we're going to have some days where we're like Shady McFally, or whatever you want to call it, Shady McSally. We all know we can be shady, right? Come on, we all know we can be shady at times. But when we know better, maybe we might say, okay, maybe I shouldn't be as shady right now. Maybe I need to refrain from being shady. Maybe I can hold back. And that's when you pass the test. Mm-hmm. That is what happened to me. I try to tell the truth, and when I am told not to say anything, I don't. Well, that's using wisdom, in my opinion. Especially if somebody said, don't say nothing. It may hurt you, be like, but what, but. There's a reason. And then majority of the times when you're told not to say something, if you were supposed to say something, if you were supposed to be the mouthpiece of revealing or saying something, guess what? It's always going to come back to where you have to say something, right? So everything comes full circle. I'm a strong and firm believer that things always come full circle. All of the things that may happen to you negatively or positively. One thing I do know for sure, when something bad happens and you had an opportunity to do something about it and you don't, that same thing keeps on recurring in very different circumstances and different situations and scenarios until you do the right thing. And no one knows what the right thing is, but if you run your life not as your own, but according to whatever you believe in, whoever you believe in, whatever principles you believe in, it'll lead you right? Let's just face it, everybody's not a Christian, everybody's not a Buddhist, everybody's not a Catholic, everybody's not a Muslim, everybody's not an atheist. We all have beliefs in something, and evidently it works for that person specifically. So, however it's supposed to be conveyed to you, listen to it. You know what I'm saying? But I will say, if you are doing anything to harm anyone, purposely harm anyone, I hope that foils up and backfires on you. Because never, ever should you push somebody further down than where they're trying to climb up out of. That's a quote that I just forgot. I just made that up just right now. Everything can affect anyone. It just depends on where they are in their life. Yes, that's true. Results, girl, you're right about that. You should put that on a shopping bag, Miss Terrell. Miss Terrell, you should put that on a shopping bag. Don't. And a person accused me of telling something on my live and I didn't. They never looked at the live nor say, sorry, it really hurt. That's messed up. That is messed up. And a lot of times Imagine a lot of times, Miss Black, I hate to call you by your first name, but imagine a lot of times those unspoken thoughts that people misconstrue and don't come to you. I think that is why, I know I'm taking this from biblical context. That is why it's stated, if you have a problem with someone, and I'm plagiarizing it a little bit. If you have a problem with someone, you go to them first. Try to solve it between you and that person first before you take it out. That's how drama starts. But I hope that situation works itself out, Miss Black, because guess what? It will. It will. It sure will. That thing will come right back. And whatever that person did, they're going to realize that they were wrong. And then they can understand your perspective and hopefully go forward there, at least with a little respect for each other and a different mindset for each other's principles or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Nicole, how you doing? I always try to slow down and think before I talk. I really try. I know, me too. I have come a long ways from my youth. I try to, Anna, but let me tell you, put me in the wrong situation at the right time, I fail. I've gotten to a point where if disrespects me with if disrespects with my actions, whoa. I've gotten to the point where if disrespect with my if you disrespect with their actions, I'm going to either gonna address it or cut them out of your life. Okay, I get what he said. He said if it disrespects, he's gonna reach out to them. Exactly. And if whatever, you cut them out. I see what you're saying. My bad. This is the first time. Hold on. Wait, my chat froze. Ooh, y'all, my chat froze. Hold on. This is the first time I have talked about it for 1 year, but I am not the same better. Oh, I'm glad you felt comfortable to talk about it because, let that pressure off. When I speak to someone and they don't speak back, I have done my part. I keep it moving. Patricia, I need to learn how to do that. Hey, Life of Nicole. Everybody saying hi to Nicole. Yes, Miss Pat. Speak and keep it moving. I haven't matured in that area yet. I like to understand stuff too much. Maybe I'm too inquisitive. Why? I just need to understand. That's me. I just want to understand why X, Y, and Z didn't fit together or why it fits together. I don't know. I just have that thing. I just want to understand. You know what I'm saying? I think everyone must obey with God and don't get robbed. What do you mean by don't get robbed, Josh? God is good. Hi, Nadia. How you doing? Welcome to Hello World. Hello, Joy sent me. Oh, joining? Who is that, Nadia? Someone typed too fast. Oh, that's all right. However, you treat people will come back. Ooh, you're right. However you treat people will come back worse or best to you. Sometimes people act like they don't know why they are having a bad. Girl, why was I reading it like that? Why was I reading it like that? It's true. It's very true. You right. The Love Empire. Oh, thank you, Love Empire. I appreciate you for sending Nadia over. I hope you guys are enjoying a little conversation. Girl, half the time, that person that's mad don't even know why they mad. Let it go. Oh, you're right. You're right. But even if it's not even about an anger situation, I like to understand. I like to understand the inner workings of things and people's minds. I don't know why. I just do. I don't know why. I just do. Oh, what would make you think like that? That's where I come from. So I can understand. But I don't know. You're right, though. Sometimes you really can't be. It's not for you to understand everything, Joy. All right, fine. But don't y'all wonder? This is a good conversation, for real. It really is. But if we all consciously know, Just like what Patricia said, if we treat people better than how we've done in the past, you are breaking those historical cycles of bad that you've done. And whatever repercussions that you get in the future, don't let that let you relapse into being bad again to people, right? Because then you'll start that vicious cycle again. You have to wash out. Everything has to balance out. I just feel like the weather, I have to go like this so the light come good. Like the weather. Sometimes people say like, dang, this was a hot summer. Then I'm like, but the weather has to balance itself out, right? If we have a cold, cold winter, I believe that we'll have a hot, hot summer. If we have some cold, cold days, then I believe we'll have some hot, hot days. Nature always balances itself out. It's not going to be just one extreme only without having something to balance it out on the other. It's kind of like maybe the United States is like here, and then other countries maybe like somewhere else. So they don't move around as fast. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm saying some crazy things. I don't know, but still, that's how I believe that nature will balance itself out. So this summer, we didn't have too bad a winter. We had a couple of nor'easters. We're going to have a couple hot Indian summer days. That's how I feel. We're going to have a couple of hot Indian summer days, and then the rest of the summer is going to be bearable, because winter was bearable this past winter, at least up here in North Jersey. It was bearable. So I don't know. Start looking look at the weather for wherever your area you're in and start paying attention. Just like I used to be able to predict when it would rain. Pay attention to nature, y'all. You'll be able to do it too. Joy, it comes from life experience and growth. You're right. That's right, Joy. Listen to yourself. There was a point in my life that I wondered why. Then I learned to say, ooh, forget it really hard. I usually try to move on from fake people, but if they insist on staying around me, either they will catch these hands or I'm going to get petty and systematically ruin your life. I can be extremely petty. Oh, snap. But if I get that petty to someone, they deserved, because I gave them ways out to leave, and it's too late now. Too late for you. Too late for you now. I apologize. Not. It's too late. You right, y'all. You ain't never say a word, but just now. You right. We had 37 minutes. Okay. So that's all I really wanted to talk to you guys about today, is to continue to persevere in all of the things that you do, even if you put it down. Just pick it back up. I just am going with the flow with life. I'm excited that I've reached 700 episodes. I look back and I wonder, like, how did I ever do that? How is it possible to ever do 700? But there have been a lot of people along the way who have helped, who've been on panels, who've allowed me to interview them, who have allowed me to do unboxings of their products just on the channel alone, or Hello World alone. You guys inspire me. So it's not just about me, it's all of us collectively. Whether you joined when I was at 500 episodes or 400 or 250 or 50 episodes, or the first episode, which nobody was there, it was just me, and my family and like one other person. Whether you just came on episode 700, it doesn't matter. You add to the equation. There is no such thing as Be the Difference clothing without people who believe in that idea that they need to be the difference, and that you want to actively be the difference, right? All of us play a part in Hello World and where it is and where it's growing and where the potentials of it can be. All of you play a part in Be the Difference clothing by either telling people about the company, purchasing items, interacting, however way you do it. You help Be the Difference grow. And I appreciate that. You increased my life, expand expectancy, and I look nice and youthful because of how you guys treat me. And I appreciate it. And however many more episodes that are in there, I would like to get to 1,000. That'd be dope. I would like to get to 1,000 episodes. It might take longer than if I was on here 7 days a week, but I don't know. 700 is a lot. I only have to go 300 more episodes to get to that 1,000. And that's not a lot. It's just a couple of months if I start 7 days a week, but I don't think I could do that. If you'd like to purchase any t-shirts, tank tops, onesies, go to Be the Difference to the pin that's up there. Right there. Go to the pin and click on that. Check out the website. If you don't like anything on a website, it doesn't mean that you can't forward it to someone else, right? We have a couple of books that I've published. I have 4 books that I've published. One of them will only be on a pair of socks until I run out of that book. And come back or set your reminders for June 18th. June 18th, we're doing a book launch. So far, I have one person that pre-ordered part 5, and they will be having, I believe they will have the book before the 18th, so they'll have a sneak peek of it. This is a very intimate, I'm not going to say that no more because I don't want y'all to be all in my thoughts no more. So it's definitely a book that when I look back at some of the quotes, I'm like, dang, I remember what I was thinking about or what was going on in my life at that point. So I appreciate you guys. Know that you are beautiful and amazing. There is no mistake about you. Every single thing in your life can build up to the point of encouraging, inspiring, being, loving, appreciating, enjoying what life we have. And don't wait for someone to stop breathing to allow them to know how much you care about them and how much you appreciate them. Because they're not going to know. And just know that you are an example that someone is waiting for to be set in their lives. So don't be afraid to grow and to glow and to show this world how beautiful and important each one of us are to the development and the creation of a beautiful life. If you're not good, then we collectively need to help each other get out of that. Let's not do this self-help anymore. We need to collaborate. I'm looking for stuff to record too. So if any of you guys have any ideas that you think would fit for me, then let me know. Because I really do want to post more videos, but I just don't have anything on my mind that I can post. Like not just like the shorts. I mean like a regular video. Maybe I need to do an unboxing. So I don't know. I have to find something to unbox and record it. But anyway, guys, don't forget, you're amazing. And again, if you want to check anything out on my website, feel free to go to the pin that's right up there. D Family here. Hey, D Family. Joy, have you gotten back on the poll yet? 0. 0. Hey, D Family. How you doing, sis? Thank you, D Family, for joining. D Family in his house. Let me tell you guys. You guys are really dope. Really dope. All of you are really dope. Regardless. Long as I don't feel like you out to hurt me and I could tell the difference, you're so dope. And just continue to show up and do what you do best. Do what you do best. Even if it's not like the rest, still do what you do best. Her mind's telling me no, but YT is telling her yes. You will get there. Just keep doing what you're doing. I'm trying, Patricia. I am. I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. Because guess what? There's perseverance in this little body. And as long as I keep that one finger, I always think of the edge of a mountain. Like sometimes I feel like I'm holding on to the mountain with both hands. Then one hand gets tired and slips. And then I start to lose, or the gravel starts to make my fingers slip. And sometimes I feel like I'm holding on with one finger. But even with that one finger, I still manage to get the rest up and to lift my body up. Even if I only am halfway suspended in the air, it's better than that possibility of slipping and falling all the way off. So that's what perseverance means to me. Even if I got that one little nail holding on, somehow keep going. I enjoy saying that. You too, Jane Doe. I want to pre-order the book. Girl, D Family, you can pre-order it on the website. Click on that pre-order button. Yes. So until we meet again, guys, my name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing, and I'm signing out on another episode of 700. Yes, we got the 700 Club. Hello, world. Yes. Do, 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 do.